Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. So we are working in the April's album of the month. This is Botanical Journal. This is the Botanical Journal from Bunny. This is the paper collection we're using, but we're using my Basically Amazing templates. And we used the B-sized album in this one. So I have a whole playlist if you want to start at the beginning and work your way through. I will link that up here and down below. And we're doing the same but different, so there's 2 fins, but keep in mind, you can do as many fins as you want to. You can do as many as is allowable before it gets really too thick. But I just wanted to show you how to take the exact same concept and do it slightly different and the different fins. So I do one off camera and then I do one on camera. So we did this one on camera and this one I did off of camera. So the last video we did was this section in the middle here with the where the elastic is going to be for this. So we did that in the last video, and so in this video we're going to do the journal. In the back, I don't think I've flipped through this yet. I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'm not going to show you just yet, but this is what we're going to make in this video. So I will show you this at the end of the video, and I've got all of my outside pieces, my cover pieces, ready to go. So we're going to do that first and then we'll talk about what's inside this journal here. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I also have a full Amazon playlist linked down below specifically for this project. All of the stuff that I use is linked down below. So if you want to check it out, whether it's in Amazon or whether it's templates or whether it's printables, whatever the case may be, I try to link it all as much as possible down below. And there'll also be timestamps down there. So if you want to skip the cover part and go work on the inside or whatever, however you want to do it, there'll be timestamps down below and a list of pages that I used, hopefully. So I've already got everything prepped and ready. So I printed off an 11 by 17. This is from the Scripty Papers, 11 by 17 onto 80-pound cardstock. You don't have to do that. You can make a booklet, and I've done that before. And I will find that video and link it up there and down below. It's super simple. You can just make a booklet if you would like. And then I took I just took the main base page for the B-size album, which is 8B, and I traced that onto the 11 by 17, scored it, folded it in half, and then cut it to the size and made a booklet. But you can also just print 2 of 8B out and make a booklet that way. There's also page 27 in the scrap journal that will help you make a booklet out of the main base pages. So I inked both sides inside and out and then did the little corner chomp on the corner there. Okay, so this is what the inside of the little journal is going to look like. So the outside of the journal is, I've already cut everything and inked everything up because I don't have very much time to film, you guys. Today is Sunday. Today's March 14th. I think I'm on my 3rd video today. And nobody's home, so I'm trying to get as much in as I possibly can. So we are going to mat the back. Let's just start there. We're going to mat the back. This is one of the pattern papers. I just traced the mat out and inked it up. Super simple. And that's just some tape runner tape. It's a Scotch tape runner tape, or Scotch ATG, but I use Tape Depot refills just because it's way more affordable. You could use liquid glue as well. We're not going to mat the front just yet because I have to do something to it first. But this is one of the die cuts from the ephemera pack that goes with this collection. And I think I'm just going to add this on here. I'll show you the back of the other one. I actually fussy cut a piece of the paper collection out and it's super cute. So, but I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just glue this down and do a little bit of washi over the stem. I think that would be super cute. I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. The backs I like to keep really simple. So in a journal situation, you can make a pocket if you want to. But since we're trying to just focus on a couple fun ideas in these album of the months, I'm going to try to keep it simple. So I'm just going to glue that down there. Right. All right, so then I'm going to use some washi. Let me get it over here. My little crafty tray of washi. And I think I'll use just a couple. I'll just use a couple. So I'm going to use this black and white butterfly one. Except I'm going to try to find a section that I like. We'll use that for something else. And then everybody wanted me to show you the glue stick thing that I was talking about in the past few videos when I talk about washi. You can literally just run the washi over top of the glue stick, whatever glue stick you have, and that way you ensure that it will not come up. Right? So I'm going to burnish that. And then maybe I will use, do I want to use this one? No, not enough contrast. How about this one? Well, I guess I'll use this one. Just need a little piece. Same thing. Super easy, super simple. Does this have an up and a down? I don't think it does. Just like that. And we might come back and add something to it at some point. But right now we're just going to leave it at that. Okay, so that'll be the back side. But before I can attach the front, I need to go ahead and assemble it all together. So I did take me a picture of how I wanted it to be laid out. Whoops. How I wanted it to be laid out so that I could film a little quicker for you. So I've got some strips of the muslin fabric. I've got some scraps from my scrap drawers, from my crafty trays, some coffee stained paper. This was one of the ephemera pieces. I just cut it down. That's why this other piece is here. I just wanted to show you that I cut this, I think I cut this part off like this, and then I just shortened it. So you can modify your ephemera pieces. This is a piece from the pattern paper that I use. I just cut a section out that I like, the forget-me-nots right here. I thought that was a really pretty image to have on the front. And this is an Artie Mays butterfly, right? I picked the pink one. I had several of them cut out, and I just picked this one. And then this is also from the paper collection. I just cut a square. I don't even know what it measures. Let's see. It's a 5 1/8 by 6 3/4. I just tore a rectangle out. I cut a square. I tore a rectangle. Okay, and I got everything inked up, I'm pretty sure. This is obviously a piece of the pattern paper. So this is the mat for the main base page, B main base page, right? So I've already cut it, inked it, all that. And then there's one more piece. I'm leaving this on here. I've already inked up the edges, but we're going to use this one as well. So it's super sticky, so I just wanted to leave it on its backing. So this is the chipboard chipboard stickers, ephemera. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Fabri-Tac so that I have time to mess with things. And first I'm just going to start off by gluing the center and placing it, let's put it like this, kind of like this, maybe down a little bit. And then this one, this piece here, I roughed up the edges. I didn't tear this one, I don't think. And again, the same here. I'm just going to place glue in the middle because I will be tucking things in and around. So I want to make sure that Actually, I'm not going to put it in the middle, I just want to make sure I can still do that. All right, so I think I'll take this piece here. This is just a scrap from probably the covers or something. And I'm just going to layer that up under here a little bit. We're just going to be adding a bunch of layers. I'm going to take this this long strip of muslin, I'm going to put glue on one side here. And I'm going to tuck it in and behind there. So now we've got like 4 or 5 layers going on here, which looks good, right? Then there's this little scrap leftovers from one of the printables. I just kind of roughed up the edges. So I'm going to tuck that in here. I think I'm going to put it right under here. Just like that. And I think I want to put, so here I want to put some more coffee stained paper. Like that, and then I think I'm just going to stick this, maybe I'll stick this up here. I kind of like it right there. So let's just, oh, my glue's starting to overflow a little. Do that, and then I want to put a piece maybe up under here, a piece of fabric. I can always shorten that with my scissors because that looks like it might be a little too long. And then I think I'm going to put some fabric over here, although I can't decide if I want it under here like this. And then have my pretty little butterfly over here, or under, I think I'll do it right there. Maybe have my butterfly over here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to lift that up right there. Oh, goodness. Wait a minute before I forget. I know I said I was going to put this maybe here, but I'm also going to put this here. Okay, probably gonna have to glue that whole thing down. I was gonna put it over here, but I think I like it over here. Okay, so we're also, the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add this little brad here before we attach this down to the covers, because we're gonna use this as a closure. So this one has a pretty little flower on it. Yep. And I'm just going to poke a hole in what I think is towards the middle. Does it have to be? Nope. Does it have to be perfect? Nope. Actually, I'm going to poke it. I'm going to poke it through several layers, I think. Let's do that. Why not? So I'm going to stick this in here real fast. Yeah, that'd be cute. It's a little high, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. So see how quick and easy I threw that together? Now, obviously, I did plan that out ahead of time. But I love all the little layers and stuff. So let's look at the covers of the other one. See, it's the same but different. Look at all the layers. There's the brad. There's the closure. There's that little piece. This one was the ephemera butterfly, but this one is the Artie Mae's butterfly. I didn't have any more of those little tabs, so I just used that piece of ephemera. But I think it turned out really cute. Oh, you know what I don't? I need to add a paper clip. Yep. A little rusted paper clip. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to add a big one. I don't have a little one, so I'll add a big one here. Let's change it up. I don't have a little one right here by me. So yeah. So that is that. I might go back and add some glue here and there to places that I didn't fully glue down. Oops. Pretty good. Oh, I'm going to use this Fabri-Tac to glue on the cover. So there's the back, and then I'm going to add the front. I'm going to make sure I get that little brad there. I'm using the Fabri-Tac because I could use score tape or something to really make sure it stays down, but I got the Fabri-Tac out, so I'm going to use it. That looks so good. I love it. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to mark where I put the brad because it's not in the center. So I'm just going to mark it with my pencil on the inside cover there. You're not going to be able to see it very well. And I'm going to put a hole reinforcement right there. And I'm going to punch through those two layers. Let's try a blue one. Yeah. Put another hole reinforcement on the back side. This is such an easy closure. And then I'm going to take some twine. I don't know how much I'll need. But I'm going to go through here like this. Whoops. Well. I'm going to go through the hole reinforcement that I just added. Like that. I've got way too much twine, you guys. Way too much. I definitely did not need that much. Right, so then I'm going to kind of guesstimate, but I'm going to tie a knot where I think will not be in the way for it to wrap around and create a closure. And I could be completely wrong, so it would come around like this, and then the twine would just wrap around like this. Gotta let stuff dry, and then I'm just gonna cut it off there. Now I've got extra pieces. Okay, let me show you the back side of this journal. the one that I did off camera. So you can see I did some layers of washi tape and stuff underneath, but this flower and this right here, it was a fussy cut image. I fussy cut it out of the paper collection. So I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. I'm gonna have to glue these bits down. I just thought it was really cute because there's a little bit of writing here. I don't know, I just really liked it. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip through this really quick, but we're gonna take some of the pages because it's too thick. It's too thick. So I'm gonna take half of these pages out and put it in this one and call it a day because there's too many in here. And the beauty of this system is that nothing is sewn together just yet. So I'm going to open this up. So this piece here was also cut from the paper collection. It wasn't like a cut apart sheet. It was just one of the sheets. So this was obviously a ephemera piece, a chipboard piece. There's that brad. There's a little scrap. There is some of the paper that I used on the front of this fin. I just did the same thing where I made a rectangle along, you know, I just tore it out of the paper. So it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same setup, but just slightly different, right? Look at how cool. Which one do you like better? I think I like this one better. I really do. I love the way this turned out. Okay. All right, so let's open this up. And let me show you what's in here. Again, we are going to take some things out of here and put it into here. So we have ode book pages, although I might leave, I have extras of these. Ode book page from a book that was falling apart. This one here is a Edith Houghton page that I cut down specifically so that the photo mats will fit on it. So if you wanted to add a photo mat here or a photo mat up here, however you wanted to do it, you could do a 4x6. I don't have one of those right on hand. And then journal down here. It's just nice because there's a little bit of a background. You can do the same over here. You could cover up that picture. You could put some butterflies on there, whatever you want to do. So there's an ode book page. Then this is a piece of coffee stained paper. We've made a booklet before, so I'm not going to go through all of that again. I'm just going to show you and talk to you about the things that I put in here. And I'll try to link that where I made the coffee stained paper booklet. I'll link that video. If it's not the same one I already linked, I'll link it up there. So there's just a coffee stained paper. This paper is part of the paper collection. I think I folded it in half and just trimmed it to whatever size. I don't even think I'd measured, I just trimmed it. So I folded the 12 by 12 in half because the other side is right here. Oh wait, no, I did. I just lied, take all that back. I cut it down to 8.5 by 11 and I ran it through my printer. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's the white edge all the way around. I ran it through my printer and printed one of the scrap journal papers on it and just left it. So I didn't fold it in half. I cut it down to 8.5 by 11. So you can do that. So that's easy. This is just some deli paper, some craft color deli paper. This one is a page signature from a book, and I cannot think of the book at the moment. It's a really large book. Frampton. I'll try to link the books that I used. I'll try to link them for you. This one is from an atlas, a very old, very tiny, falling apart little atlas, and it's so cute. This is the page. I folded in half, literally just folded the 12 by 12 in half, and then I trimmed it down to the height of the page of the book. Super simple. I haven't inked anything. This one is from another book. This one I think I remember. It's called Wildflowers. I should have picked the one that said April, because this is April's book of the month. That one says June. And then there's another coffee stained paper. And this is just a ledger, an old ledger. Some of the ledger papers are just really big. Ledgers were really big. And some of them still are really big. So I just cut it to height and then folded it over to make a little side, either flip or tuck or whatever. Here is some wallpaper from my granddaughter's room, which is now going to be, you know, my grandchildren's room, because I'm going to have to make it less girly. But I used some of this for some of the projects, so I had some left over, and it is vintage. So I just kind of I think I cut it to 12 inches. Sorry about my voice, you guys. I cut it to 12 inches and then folded it up, 12 by 12. And then I folded it up a little bit to make a little pocket. And then there is a little locket paper clip. And then this is some glassine paper. Just some fun, different texture type things like this wallpaper. It's so cool. And you can mimic this if you use like a linen texture paper. But I don't have any that's thick enough to make an actual page. So, and then here's from another book. I used pages or parts of this book when I did my prototype for the ephemera album. So this page came from the same book that this page did. And I'll try to remember to link that as well. And then here is our center section. So that is what we had made this other piece for a video or so from a back. I can't remember which video exactly. But I'll explain that more in a minute. It's kind of just a placeholder so things can be taken in and out easily and you don't lose that jumper elastic. If you was to take this whole booklet out, you will still have this here and you won't lose that jumper elastic. But yeah, okay, so then it goes through and it's just the other side of all of those pages. So that is what's in this book. So I'm going to take some things out of here because it's just too thick. And plus, once you start putting pictures and things like that, it makes it tough. It makes it thicker, and we don't need it this thick. So I think we'll start with, I'll leave the wallpaper. I want to take this out, so I'm just going to gently pull, oops, I'm going to be careful and gently pull this out. See, I ripped it just a little bit. There's one. I could get another one of those. And then I'm going to take this one out, so I'm just going to gently pull the elastic. And you'll notice I have punched the folds right there so that it'll sit in the elastic. Maybe we'll take this one out. And let's take this one. Let's go ahead and grab a few more of these smaller pages to put in here. And I'll leave that there. Have I done any good? Did I make it thinner? I did. I did make it a little thinner. Okay, so I'm going to close this book up. And we might have to even still remove some more. So I've got all these. All right, so let me grab some of the, oh, I even have smaller pages. I forgot about these. These are from a fairy book. Oh, I want to add one of these in here. Well, since that one's on top, let's just do this one. I'll have to add one into the other one, just because. So there's that. So I have a bunch of already vintage stuff, stuff I've taken out of books and things that are ready to go. So when I take them out of a book, I'm just really careful. I just kind of like pick at I'll have to show you that one day. This one's June. These are all June. Well, let's go with this one. And these, I happen to know, fit inside this these covers really well. Oh, there's some, oh, that's just like a half a sheet. But here's this. This is from the Eclectic Series Primer and Ode book, lesson plan book. So we'll put that, and that might be all we can add. And here's from that other book. Oops, looks like I took something out of there. Look at those. Too cute. Ah, I kind of like that one. All right. So I might have just added too many pages. Oh, Edith Holden. Okay. So maybe I'll show you what I did really quick with one of these. This says May. Do you think I have April here somewhere? Oh, there's an April. Let's do that one. That's perfect. Where's the April at? Okay, I think, oh, no. So I can't cut it down as small as I did the other one, but I am going to cut it down to, oh yes I can. I'm going to cut this down to 4.5. You could, if you wanted to, you could make these, you can make these like a little tuck. Let me do it this way so I don't mess up. So 4.5. Oh no, that won't work either, because I want to get that April in there. So let's cut it down to 5. Actually, let's just cut on that other side of that butterfly. Let's just not even measure. Let's just cut on the other side of the butterfly. So this will fit now inside of that signature, and we still have that April for the April album of the month. And then this one, I need to cut this one down. Let's just cut it down to there. I think that might have been it. This one's fine. Yeah, all the rest of them are fine. Add this in here really quick. That is just so cute. I can't believe I forgot. They're so adorable. And since these aren't sewn together, and that's another thing, you can literally add and remove and move things until you are satisfied with what you've come up with. So that's one of the things I like about not sewing them together, just having them under the elastic. Okay, so open this up. And so is any of them tall that I have to, is this one tall? So if it goes from top to bottom, I like to notch these little where the crease is, but it doesn't, so we're good. So let's see. Let's just start adding some pages. Let's go with this one. And we'll go with the little map. That one probably doesn't work. Okay, let's go with the coffee stained paper. Come back here, little fairy lights. Put that there. So again, the beauty is you're not committing to sewing this together. So all you're doing is placing things in here. I'm going to need one more sheet of paper, I think. Unless I use... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab... I'm going to grab... Oh, you guys, look, I haven't even used this yet. I'm going to grab one of these. So, I'm going to fold it in half. This is the paper that I liked from the collection that drew me to the collection. So, I'm just going to lay it on here, mark it, and cut it with my paper trimmer. But I'm just here to tell you there is no wrong way to make one of these. No wrong way at all. You add whatever papers you want. And since this one goes top to bottom, I'm going to notch out that little corner there like that. But I'm going to have it facing the other way. I'm going to have this in the middle more so, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it's like I need more coffee stain paper and less pretty paper. Let's do it like that. All right, I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to check to make sure that nothing is sticking out anywhere. And it's not. And so the next thing we need to do is we need to add a cord. So I'm going to take my cord. This is just white cording that I get on Amazon. And I'm going to fold it in half. I definitely do not need this much, but I like to have it for, you know, making my little knot. So I want it to be fairly tight. I can always come back and adjust, but I'm just going to take both pieces that are folded over and make a knot. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to also take this off of the cord, right? So I've got this that's part of the album, and I've got the mini album scrapbook interactive pages, right? So I'm going to take the loop that I just made and I'm going to put it over top of this one, like that, right? Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this piece that has that piece of tie back in it. I'm going to stick that in the middle here, and I'm going to put this on the same cord that we just made. Whoops, sorry, you can't see me, right? So now I have both of these pieces on that same piece of cord. And then I'm going to run this through the cording that is on, whoops, sorry about that, the cording that is on the spine. Okay, so now both of these are attached to the one fin, right? Simple. And then I've got all this extra, and looks like I'm probably going to have to tighten this up. And that's what kind of one of the things I expected. So, and that's okay. Just give me a sec. Okay, there we go. I had to end up tying one more knot to get it to where it was tight enough for my liking. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that off. So I'm going to keep that because I might be able to use that for something. So then I'm also going to adjust this one because I wanted to go ahead and put those knots at the end. So this is the one that's in the binding. So I'm going to adjust this one as well. Right? So there, now we have, I don't know why I keep trying to go around twice. So now we have the signature, right? The mini album signature on one side of this fin, and then the journal on the other side of this fin. And then on the second fin, we have the interactive scrapbook album, mini album type pages on one side of the fin, and then on the other side of the fin we have a journal, all connected through elastic. And I still don't know if those are called jumper bands or what. I'm sure they have an official name, I just don't know what it is. Okay, the beauty of these journals is you can make them with whatever you want, anything and everything that you want. You could take book pages and mat your pages in your albums with it. You could have taken one of the book pages and matted this with it, or inside here. You could anytime you want to use your own personal ephemera in your albums, go right ahead. Your own personal vintage papers and things like that, please do. I like to use them myself. So yeah, I think we're gonna need to mat the little jumper piece, this piece here, because this again is gonna stay. So if you was to remove this whole journal, and let's say you want to stitch it together or you want to work in it and you remove this whole journal, this will still be here so that this part will not fall off, okay? That is all this piece is for. And it also protects your journal from getting ripped up because the Tyvek is on this piece right here. So I need to make 2 mats for this. It's the mat for page 27 in the scrap journal. So I'm just gonna grab a few scraps really quick and I'll be right back. All right, so I got me 4. These are just the printable papers scraps. So these are all from the Scripty Papers, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. But I got me 4, 2 of each mats, and inked them up. And let's just add them. I'm gonna go ahead and add them into, I think I'll add these 2. I wonder if it even matters if they're, I'll add these 2 on the inside here. Oh shoot. Yeah. Wow. Okay, and I don't think we'll embellish any of these pages just yet because I still need to do the covers, and we might do something on the insides here. I just haven't decided yet. So we're not going to do any more decorating. So far we've really only used 1 page of each design that's in this paper collection, and we haven't even used them all yet. So that's good, because now if I did want to do a setup like this on the covers, then I have all these different options available to me. But look at how thick this has gotten. So some of the pages in the books and the journals we might just have to remove. You don't have to have the journals in there at all if you don't want to. Look at so we're obviously going to need a closure on this one. So maybe we won't do anything exciting to the inside covers. Maybe we'll just attach these down. How do I have these attached down? I think I just got the corners attached down. Maybe we'll just attach it down. I can't decide if I want to attach it down where that's under or over. It looks a little bit more finished this way. So maybe we'll do that and not have anything on the inside covers because we've gotten so thick here. And it's because of these little journals, that's why. Well, maybe not. There's some really thick elements, like these brads and things are pretty thick. So, and the chipboard pieces. So, I'm gonna attach these down. I guess I can do that now before we finish this video. So I'm gonna take, and this already has tape on it. I'm going to remove the tape backing. This is the binding piece. I'm going to try to lay that flat there. And I'm just going to burnish this into place. And then I'm going to put tape all around these edges. Oh yeah, these are some of my misprints. My printer, I don't know if I told you guys this, my printer's doing something so weird. There's a new update, and it's caused, not on my printer, on the Adobe or on Adobe Flash, you know, you have to have that for certain things on the internet and whatnot. There was some sort of update, and it's happened twice now, and when it updates, whatever it updates, my printer does not print correctly, and I cannot figure out nothing. I cannot figure out why. So we have to uninstall the update, and my printer works just fine. So I haven't had time to get on the phone with the printer company, but man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, that is a pain in my tushy. My tushy. Okay. Same thing. Okay. So I think we're going to call this video done for now, and we will come back and work on the covers next, I guess. So you guys, be sure to let me know what you think. You have to leave me a comment anyway so that you're entered into the giveaway, and you make sure you're subscribed to my channel. But yeah, be sure to let me know what you're thinking. I love it. I mean, I love this style of journals anyway. I've been doing these for a very long time. I've been using them in my albums, my mini albums, for a very long time. So I love doing it. I love using old papers. I love using ledger papers. I love using all of that fun stuff in my albums. Be sure to check out the description box. All kinds of important information is down there, and check the Amazon list if you are interested in some of the products that I'm using. And be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, you guys, and I will see you next time.